All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is Venus in Pisces. We just had Mercury hit Pisces. Now we got Venus going into Pisces. So what does this mean? This should be pretty good. Well, on the plus, there's a plus and minus. There always is. Both energies are present. So before I ruin it, let's talk about the plus side of Venus in Pisces. Well, it's perfect timing. In a way, it's another perfect timing energy. Because I said that about Mercury in Pisces as well. It's good timing for it. Why is Venus in Pisces good time? Well, Valentine's Day is coming up, isn't it? It can make people very creative where love is concerned. If you're with somebody and they're usually a bore, snorefest, can't come up with anything good, oh, here we go again. We're going to that Italian restaurant and they're going to the same thing. No, they'll do something completely different this time. They might get a little more creative. Pisces is a very creative sign. You should see some of the things Flem the Parrot does. He's a Pisces, you know. I mean, that bird gets creative, the way he can get into the garbage that might be on the floor. It's amazing. But at the end of the day here, somebody might get very creative in love. On the negative side, they might, well, it ties to the positive side a little bit. Let's cut the deck. Let's get a theme energy. Because I don't know if the negative side is going to come in. I don't. It just, you saw it. Okay, I stand corrected. I do know that the negative side is going to come in, son of a bitch. Oh, man, and it just keeps flipping cards over the place. You got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, and the King of Swords. Somebody can be a little bit in the love department. Economical with the truth, maybe, a little bit. Economical, we'll call it. I'm going to be kind and say economical with the truth. Anything, you saw the King of Pentacles reversed. That accidentally fell out. You saw the Five of Pentacles reversed. That accidentally sort of happened while I was trying to cut the cards. And honestly, I've cut these cards a million times. I cut them the same way offline as I do online. I'm usually pretty good at it. That was pretty bad. I mean, that's like me picking up a guitar right now trying to play Smoke on the Water and getting it wrong. I mean, that's the song that people that don't know how to play can play, you know, which, you know, could include me. It's somebody who doesn't want to be left out in the cold. Somebody who will say anything. The King of Pentacles reversed can be very maniacal. And somebody will. They can get as creative as they can get coming up with something cool to do for Valentine's Day or to tell you that they love you or to show you some kind of how they feel. They can also get creative on the negative side of it. And anything to get in your pants kind of energy. It might be. Okay? We got to pair it with some of the other energies that are around. If I do, I would definitely pick the Neptune and Aries. Delusions of grandeur kind of thing. Oh, I can get Steve's viewers' pants off in 5 seconds. Like it's some kind of name that tune. I can name that tune in 3 beats, 3 notes. I can name it, right? It's kind of a thing like that. Maybe a little bit. Somebody's not taking no for an answer here, right? And they feel like it's a little bit. It's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of say whatever they need to say. So let's see where we go. Let's just shuffle the deck. Let's see what reading wants to come out. All right. But these are the energies. I mean, I tell you this so that you keep it in mind. It's not just about your runner. These are people. These are the people in your neighborhood. You're going to run into people that will behave in this manner. Right? Say anything. It might not be to get in your pants, but they'll say what needs to be said. Whatever it is, they can get very creative. Creativity is great in the hands of a terrific person. It's a wonderful thing. In the hands of a maniacal narcissist, well, we'll say economical with the truth, and we'll be generous there, with that. The card before the cut is why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here specifically for this reading? Because that's that. I love it. 9 swords. Let me put this other computer to sleep. The light's bothering me. I got another one behind me here. Okay, there we go. It's a lot. There's a whole lot of worry attached to this. There is. I try to give you something real. I try to show you how I read energy in real life, how I might read a person. I'm trying to read a person right now, and I got 9 swords, but I got somebody who's permanently in 9 swords. They're always worried that their ego is going to get hurt. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out in this energy, especially with Mercury in Pisces as well, if you pay attention to that reading. What comes after the cut? It's right. It loops right back around to the Eight of Cups. It's somebody who's I know what this is. That's why it looped back around to the Eight of Cups. It's an abandonment issue. You got somebody attached to this energy could be bad for people with abandonment issues. It could trigger them a little bit, right? Somebody with abandonment issues, it's somebody who will stay in, there's all kinds of symptoms of it, right? Somebody who will stay in a bad relationship, even though, because mommy and daddy got divorced and they didn't like that feeling. It could be that. It could be somebody who got left behind as a child somewhere in a store. That can trigger it. That can ring for the rest of their lives. I got left at a party once. My parents were partying and I got left there. It was kind of funny. I don't have abandonment issues, but I still remember it. I still think back to it, right? And all the weird, creepy people that came up to me. Whose kid is this? Oh, okay. I tried to tell them. But at the end, I'm all right. I'm fine. I got out of there. Abandonment issues. Somebody's abandonment issues are getting triggered. That's why we're here. All right. So the idea of someone walking away from them right now, they're probably deep in their feels. A lot of lovey-dovey feelings happening. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. Man, I remember that party too. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. That's funny. My parents used to sit us on the hood of the car sometimes. I couldn't help but think later in life, you see those scenes in TV shows where people leave the coffee on the roof and they take off down the road. I'm always surprised that they never just took off with us sitting on the hood of the car. Just, where the kids at? I don't know. It wouldn't have surprised me one bit if the police pulled them over and said, you got kids on your car, right? What? Oh, shit. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. My parents are proof that some people should never have had kids. Look, I'd have been born to somebody else. My energy would have just gone somewhere else. I'd still be here. Okay? Probably. Anyway. If I had a choice of another planet to go to, I might have picked that one. Wheel of Fortune. I don't like this energy. And the sun, it's all too good. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's sunshine and rainbows. It's sunshine. It's Wheel of Fortune. It's upright energy on both of these. It's super positive. It's super good. Super emotional. Three of Cups. Communication. King of Cups. Somebody telling you how they feel and hiding how they don't. And that's the problem. See, I'm always digging for the problem. When I'm drawn to the black on a Wheel of Fortune, there's a catch, right? What if you win a bunch of money on the Wheel of Fortune? That time Oprah gave out cars to everybody. Remember that? Isn't that wonderful? You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, right? Didn't account for the fucking tax. In her mind, these billionaires, they think, well, everybody can pull 14 grand out of their ass to pay tax on something. It's no big deal, or whatever, right? Some of those people, they didn't have anything like that. There's a downside to it. There's a downside to winning on game shows and all that. In any form, there's always a tax. At the end of the day, here, there's something. It's what they're not telling you that matters here. Okay, yeah, it feels like a big win on the Wheel of Fortune until you get the tax bill, or you just skip paying it. Then you get the penalties the following year for not paying it. One or the other. Okay. Right here's the energy around your connection with somebody. Right here's the 3D energy around this person. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe. Red with the energy connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything. Throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one because it's not what they're saying. They're saying beautiful things. That's why I was confused. I pause for you. People ding me for pausing. Oh, he pauses a lot. So-and-so just keeps going. Well, so-and-so could fuck off. These are tough energies right now. Be careful. All right, look at that. You dig a little deeper, it's what they're not telling you that'll come bite you in the ass. Right? Y'all excited Oprah gave you a free car. You're not too excited to find out you got to pay the tax on it. Right? And it's a good chunk of what you make a year. Right? That kind of thing. At the end of the day here, This is important. Let's see where we go. These are important times we're living in and important energies we're living in. We got to take it easy. Energy around your connection here. Six of Swords. Yeah. Everything feels, it's good. It's flowing. It's nice. The connection is fine. If I were your mechanic and you brought your connection in for a tune-up, I'd say it didn't need much. I put in a new air filter for you, but other than that, you're good to go. It's running good. You see the rainbow right there, right? Okay. That's what I said on the surface. You got to dig. It's what they're not telling you. All right? Somebody's going to get very creative with how they tell you how they feel. Your connection's fine with this person. It's running good. Everything seems nice. 3D energies around this person in real life. It's one of the ones that flipped out. See, they don't want to be left out in the cold. Somebody here is getting a little paranoid. I won't lie to you. Their abandonment issues are kicking in. They're getting triggered. When abandonment issues get triggered, people get paranoid. They do anything to keep you. They do anything to keep you around. They will lie. They will do whatever they need to do. They will act out in some way. They will apply guilt trips. It plays out 1,000 different ways. Somebody is starting to get a little paranoid that they're left out, that they're missing something. Why? Probably because your connection's running good. You're driving around town in it. You look real nice. You know, wow. Steve's viewer just did a 12-second quarter mile in our connection. I want to go for a ride in that. I feel like I'm missing out. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Soul energy is here. Their soul. Not your soul, theirs. It bleeds over into this. This ought to be interesting. It bookends the Six of Swords. See? It's jammed up. It's jammed up. Something's triggering this person. They're getting triggered. Something's triggering this person. All right? A startling metamorphosis is occurring. They hulking up. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They can't get past something. I think it's an abandonment issue being triggered. It doesn't surprise me. Look, you're going to get a lot of fluffy readings. Venus in Pisces is a beautiful energy. It really is. It's dreamy. It's nice. It's I love you. And most of the time, you can believe it. It's creative ways of expressing love. There, I just gave you every reading you're probably going to get. Right? But it's also, if somebody, you're dealing in this soulmate cycle with DMs, with fucking issues. They're narcissists. They got abandonment issues. All of these have come up in our readings as I've gone through the years here. I'm in year 6 of Steve's Love Tarot. I have seen it all at this point. I know the DMs in this cycle, abandonment issues are very strong, and they can be very subtle. They can play out a lot of ways. All right? It's not just leaving your kid at a party. It's more than that. It's deeper than that. If parents get divorced when they're kids and it's not handled properly, or the kids are used as a pawn, or one parent villainizes the other, it can be a nightmare. You're dealing with a nightmare adult at that point, right? Who sees relationships as a weapon more than anything else. God forbid you have kids with them. Then that kid is a weapon eventually at some point if something ever goes wrong. That being said here, somebody's abandonment issues are being triggered. What does the universe want to tell you? I do think this person loves you. I can see that. Oh, I can. I can see them spilling their guts out to you. But what are they hiding? What are they not telling you? All right. All right. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll get an answer. I don't know. It's going to play out differently for all of you. I assume you're not all dealing with Paul, right? I mean, or Joanne. Is it Joanne or Paul? I don't know. Anyway, the devil. See? Devil. The goat with its feet on fire, and the black background matches this exactly. All right? This is going to be one to clarify. I'm going to tell you right now. This is red with the Six of Swords, though. It's kind of red. It's kind of feedbacking like that. I don't know. Let's see what your potential final outcome is. Yeah, I don't know. I know, but I don't know what I want to say on it. And I don't want to repeat myself. So let's just go here. Potential final outcome for you. Red with the Five of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Yeah. You get to see somebody for who they really are. You're getting a truth from somebody, but it's a skeleton. It's not necessarily cold, hard truth. It's a skeleton of the truth. In other words, somebody is telling you what they need to say, and that's why the devil's tied to it. Somebody's saying what they need to say to keep you around so that you don't go away and everything just stays nice. Whatever it takes to keep things nice. Whatever it takes to make things nice. And that's not a true apology, and there's nothing real about it. Again, that's why the devil's here. It's a lie. It's fake. It's the devil whispering, look, just tell them you agree with them for now. It's fine. Just keep things smooth. Right? Because somebody's abandonment issue has been triggered. And they can't possibly deal with the thought of someone going away or someone leaving their life. That's why the Eight of Cups came back around in the cut cards. All right? So I'm not sure if this energy flows both ways, but I'm not sure if you're giving them the boot or the cold hard truth, or if this devil, because this devil's affecting you as well. And I'm not sure. You may just go, I know you're just saying what I need to say, and you may cut them out. I think that would be a mistake. You do what you want to do, but I think it would be a mistake. And I think it would be a mistake not because you want to have somebody like that in your life, or you want them under these conditions, you want someone just agreeing with you or whatever. You don't want to win the World Series because the other team didn't show up and it's a forfeit. You want to play the game and win, right? Somebody here is just laying down. You win. You take it. Something feels off to you, okay? I think it would be a mistake to cut this person out, and because of the triggering of an issue that they have. And I think you'd catch some, what the kids might call bad karma for it. All right? I'll just phrase it that way since everybody will know what I'm talking about. What you're actually getting is what I would call an energetic wind. And it's you can think of it like wind, like a fart smell in an elevator. It comes back on you. It's the fickle old gal universe kind of frowning at you a little bit, And it plays out as kind of a repellent energy that sticks to you for a little while because you did, sort of the universe going, shame on you, sort of a thing. You do what you want to do. I don't care. It's just the energy. I'm putting a fickle old gal person to it because people like that. People like a person applied to it. Archangel Michael, he's very handsome, he's very nice. It's just a frequency band of energy, that's all. But you can put a person to it if you want to. If it's easier for your mind's eye, knock yourself out. But yeah, no, I'd be careful about that. I'd be careful. It's just the way the energy works. That's all. The laws of physics apply. Six of Swords. Let's go. Let's clarify this. We're going to clarify it with the witches. We'll see what happens here. Very interesting. Let's see what we've got. Where are we at? It's crossed by the Empress. This person, you have somebody attached to you. I don't know who this is, but they absolutely, you're on a pedestal. You are not to be lost. They'll tell you anything at all. And the thing is, because you're in Empress energy, be careful because you might fall for it. Maybe that's why you're getting this reading, so you don't. Maybe that's why it came out like this, but this is overkill. I'm not trying to get you to become an asshole. Okay, I'm not trying a truth asshole, an asshole owl, right? I'm not trying to get you to do that. I'm just trying to give you a heads up so you don't fall for shit. There's a lot of energies right now around where people will fall for shit, very easily. And anybody with the gift of gab, a salesman, a politician, whatever, golden tongue, it'll sound wonderful to you. It'll ring true. Just be careful, all right? Don't be gullible. It's easy to be gullible in this energy. What's on top? The Chariot. What did I say? I said your connection's running good, right? This Chariot. I said it's doing a 12-second quarter mile. That's pretty quick. There you go. It's right there. Why is the Chariot here? The Strength card. Somebody has too much passion in this energy, maybe too much. You're too much of a focus to this person, which in and of itself is triggering their abandonment issue. Okay, you're more of a focus to this person than you usually are, whoever they are, and that's why the Nine of Swords came out before the cut. Now let's pull on this fucker. Five of Pentacles. All right, that's a simple way. I'll phrase it simply like that. I won't overcomplicate it. All right, here we go. It is more complicated than that, but let's see where we go. Five of Pentacles. Why is that here? Two of Cups. The thought of losing you. They don't want to. I mean, I'm right. I'm spot on here. Okay? It's not your usual. It's not the typical Venus in Pisces that you're going to get, but I take into account all of the other energies around. Plus a world point building. Neptune in Aries. Mercury in Pisces, and what we talked about there. Again, I mean, I don't know what else to say. They do not want to lose this. They want this to stay where it is. They'll say anything. Right? It's almost like they want to keep the engine running here. They got something else going, but they don't want to lose this. Okay. Too much passion in this kind of energy again triggers this. So well, I'm going to blame you. It's your fault that their abandonment issues are being triggered, but not directly. That's all. It's nothing you need to beat yourself up about. Okay, what's on top here? So it'll apply whether it'll apply to people that aren't attached to you. Like you might be like, well, how does this apply in my real world? You're going to trigger people. You're going to trigger anybody that has any kind of abandonment issue or depression about love will be triggered by you in this energy. It's your fault. Okay, and I don't want you to beat yourself up about it. There's nothing you can do. It's all just energy. All right. So I don't care if it's the clerk at the store that's ringing up your shit. I don't fucking care. You're going to trigger them, and they might snap at you. They might get defensive. You might find people very defensive in this person's life. IRL, because of you, they're defensive because you've triggered their abandonment issue. They can't bear to lose you, and I think they have it in their head that they are. It's probably this goat putting it there. Right? All right. So they're a little defensive. They're willing to fight for you, but the problem is fight a little too much. See, I always talk about this guy seeing too many Chuck Norris movies. He thinks one guy can take on 6. Yeah, in the movies they come at you one at a time. Sure. Right here, they're all just going to jump on top of him and rip him limb from limb. Right? But this guy, if you are going to go one person against 6, you can't play by any rules. You got to fight dirty. You got no choice but to fight dirty. Right? The one guy. You can't be bound by any rules or anything like that. So that's the energy of that. So when I say they're willing to fight for you, they're willing to fight for you like one guy battling 6 other guys, playing dirty, doing what needs to get done, right? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Why is that here? The energy's just flowing this way. It is what it is. The 3 of Pentacles. Say anything, do anything. This person wants a partnership with you. Right? They want to keep you around. Only because, and it really is, I'm sorry, it's only because their abandonment issues are triggered. If that wasn't the case, if Venus wasn't in Pisces and Mercury wasn't where it is and Neptune wasn't in Aries and everything else wasn't happening, we weren't building to a world point, this person wouldn't give 2 shits. Probably. They'd probably still be lying and denying that their life is great and they don't need you in it. I don't care if this is a family member, a friend, a runner, love, an ex, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay? It's probably multiple people for you. I think you're just triggering people. Anybody with an abandonment issue or some sort of depression about love, something along those lines, is going to trigger it. You're going to trigger an old memory. So if somebody says to you while you're out and about, total stranger, says, you remind me of my ex, right? You're triggering them. That's why they're saying it. You're not reminding them of their ex in a good way. You're reminding them that their ex told them to fuck off and became an ex, right? That kind of a thing. All right. 2 of Swords. Why is it here? Let's not forget the 2 of Cups is crossing all of that. I mean, I could expand on that and give you an exaggerated example of this energy and say you feel like little Mr. or Mrs. Perfect to everybody that's got these kinds of issues. And nobody likes that. Everybody gets all pissy about it, especially in these energies right now, right? I spend a little time on Reddit. I like going out there and talking to people about, I usually talk about cars and stuff like that, but I talk about economics and things that I know and things along those lines. One of the things I see a lot lately, and a couple of the other Reddit people have been commenting on, is every day there seems to be a I hate Hunter Fieri post. Hunter Fieri is Guy Fieri's son. Guy Fieri, the guy from Food Network, who basically everybody's a little irritated that he's basically taken over the network. It's basically become the Guy Fieri network, right? But now people got it all up in their collar. He's putting his his son on his shows with him and stuff like that. Everybody's screaming nepotism. Oh, fuck him. He wouldn't be nobody if it wasn't for his dad. You know, everybody's kind of pissy about it. Little Mr. Perfect, that kind of a thing. I think he's a nice kid. I don't have a problem with it. Seems fine to me, right? But people are real pissy right now about anybody that feels like, or any situation that feels like Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, or Mr. or Mrs. Entitled, or Mr. or Mrs. Two of Cups, right? People's issues, people's failures are getting triggered right now in these energies. And it has nothing to do with the economy or inflation or anything. It has nothing to do with any of that other than this is what the energies are right now. It's what they're doing. High vibrational people who are relatively stable are thriving in this energy. You'll have no problem in this energy. You won't be grumpy. You'll be like, Steve, I don't get it. I feel fine. Well, good for you. Then you're good to go. Unfortunately, if you feel fine and you feel like that, you're the Two of Cups person who's going to trigger everybody. Right? It is what it is. But yeah, no, every day people get, and it's a string of posts about how many people just resent this poor kid. All he's doing. Everybody gives their kids TV shows on that fucking network. Paula Deen brought on all of her fucking sons and her boyfriend and the neighbor's boy. I mean, it was just, you know, nepotism runs anything like that. Hell, I'll probably hand this channel over to my niece one day for all I fucking know. I mean, you know, Two of Swords, why is it here? you start attacking her, I'll tell you what. There we go. You feel the wrath of Steve. Temperance. Crossing that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just the mood of people. Anybody doing really well, I said it before in a recent reading, if you're doing really well right now, keep it to your motherfucking self. It's only, that energy is building. It's only going to get worse as we move up and around as the world point peaks. It's just an energy tip. Take it for what it's worth to you. Okay? Temperance crossing this. It's Archangel Michael. It is a truth energy. It is a nice energy. Their soul's like on a break. It's like shut off. It's all ego. Abandonment issues don't live in the soul. Okay? The soul is sitting at a stoplight. It's fine. Your connection is fine. It's running good. The soul is fine. In another deck, this is my mechanic angel. Right? He's worked on the car. He tuned it up. You get the 12-second quarter mile. That's really good. All right? I mean, the fastest car I ever had did it in 12.8. You know, I mean, but that's fast. That's nice. You know, that's great. I wouldn't have wanted to race you. I'd have lost. At the end of the day here, I don't know. Everything's fine. It's just on break. It's all ego. It's all ego. Just like those Hunter Fieri posts. It's all ego. You read it. You read them down. Go find some. They're out there. You know, this fucking Hunter, you know, and then you'll get the one level-headed person who comes in and explains everything and all that. And then people jump on that person, right? How dare you? Right? That kind of a thing. Magician. These energies aren't going to level out until this energetic storm is gone. So we look in the rest of the 20s here, the rest of the decade. I'm sorry to say, you know, this energetic storm doesn't start to dissipate out until about 2028, 2029, into early 2030. It'll just be kind of a misty sort of fog left over of it. The Magician, why is that here? 10 of Pentacles. What's the bridge? The 4 of Wands. Yeah, the soul's ready to go. The soul is on board with you guys. I could say you're already married in the 5D. We talked about that in a recent extended. I think it was the Mercury extended. Yeah. This is pretty much that connection on a high level. You're already together. This is a connection that's just waiting for its journey to begin. In the 5D, it's already set. It's already done. It's off the books. All right, let's talk about the devil. Let's go. Let's talk about the devil in the room. Come on now. I try to give you a little more than just a reading here. I try to give you tips on the energy. I do for you guys what I do for my friends and family, you know, through emails or the constant phone calls. You know, I try to give you ways to survive in these energies and let you know what's going on. Some people don't want to hear it, right? Fell on the floor just like that. 10 swords, why is it here? The 9 pentacles and the Knight of Cups. It's a mixed message devil. This devil's a great example of a lot of the energy that's around right now, right? Tells you to end anything that gives you any kind of power. It wants to suck power away from you, all right? It does. It's telling you this energy's a little bit around you. This is why I said this bleeds over here. You might want to cut this person out. You might want to say, fuck it, right? But again, you're shooting yourself in the foot if you do that. We might get a Five of Swords when I clarify this. I don't know. But there's an energy here of, how do I describe this? It's sort of like a devil that whispers in your ear, without this, you have nothing. Or without me, you have nothing. I'm the only savior. I'm the only one who can help you. It's like a cult leader. That's the trick of a cult leader. That's what they do. They convince you they're the second coming of Jesus. And then without them, you will never succeed. So you need to hand over all of your stuff. All of your worldly possessions need to come to the cult leader, right? You need to have faith that I will guide you, through the valley of the dark, right? That kind of a thing. It's all bullshit. It's all just to get your house and your money. But at the end of the day here, there's an energy around, how do I describe this? It's what's exacerbating this person's abandonment issues. It's making them feel like you don't want to be alone, right? You need somebody else. You need this connection. It's then in a feedback loop, it makes them say whatever they need to say to get it, right? Or do whatever they need to do. Sort of like in a cult. If people convince you that you need the cult, you'll do whatever you have to do to get in. Okay, what do I have to do to get in? Well, you have to sign over your house and all your bank accounts, and okay. You'll do it without even thinking. You'll just go for it because you're convinced that you need to go in, right? This is convincing somebody that being independent, being by yourself is bad, which for somebody that has an abandonment issue is the worst fucking thing you could put in their head, right? And it is in their head. That's all I'm trying to explain. It's tricky. It's tough to explain. Let's see where we go. Queen of Swords. So that's what I meant about be careful about gullible, right? Be careful about believing anything, because that devil's around you as well. It'll make you believe a whole bunch of shit. Somebody trying a little too hard to convince you that, you need them or you need this. It could be a salesman. Maybe this is a type of energy. This is great devil energy to be around a salesman. Even if they're a good person, they don't have to be a bad person. It's an energy that can convince somebody that they need something that they didn't know they need, right? Or they don't even need it all. I live in an ice house. Why do I need a freezer? You can sell a freezer. I mean, it's literally, it's unreal with this kind of energy. I've known salespeople with that around them. It's risky to hire them because it's what lawsuits are made of. So I rarely did, but I would balance it against the person. Right? You have to pair this kind of energy with high morals. If you don't have high morals, you become evil in a way. And this person here, it's just evil towards their abandonment issue. No, you don't want to be alone. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Let's go. Let's pull on it. Amazing to me how many people are unaware of these energies. And by the way, I said this ties to you. It does. It was crossed by the Knight of Cups, and so are you. So be careful. I don't know who. It could be a salesman. People try to convince you that without this or without me, you're toast. Right? You try to go it alone, you're toast. I'm your savior. There's no hope for a future without me. There's no hope if you don't buy this washing machine, right? You'll never get your laundry clean. Oh, you got one of those Maytag ones. No. You want a gay tag. Gay tag is what'll get your laundry clean. No, you need one of these pieces of shit over here. Right? I don't know what to tell you. Knight of Cups. Words that come out of your mouth, be sure they have good intentions. Most of you will. That's why that came out and not a Five of Swords. Okay, what's on top? The Knight of Wands. It's red with this guy. I'm going to see what's here first. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Yeah, the King of Wands. I knew it. Be careful. Be careful. Please. This person's reaching out. Probably. I can't control free will. But a lot of people will be like this. Remember what I said about this devil in this, okay? But remember what I said here about this guy. He can't play by any rules. One guy against 6. I mean, we're talking some serious, you got to eliminate people fast. You know, if somebody got a bum knee, you're going straight for it. Somebody, you know, if please don't kick me in the nuts, you're kicking them in the nuts. I'm sorry, your male prostitution days are over, buddy. Right? We got to get through, right? You got to get it down to just 1 or 2 guys real fast, and you got time to fuck around. That's I'm saying that might trigger you. That might trigger your ego. Their abandonment issues are triggered, which in turn causes them to react like this guy right here. So they might reach out and kick you in the nuts, metaphorically speaking, which might hurt your ego, and you might want to fight back. Make sure all of your intentions are with the cup, not with the wand, okay? Don't let your ego get involved here. Keep your ego out of it. They are all ego. No soul. The soul's in park, right? It's just idle in there, just like your connection. But don't let, they're all ego. You can't fight, you can't do that. You have to fight it with that, okay? You can't, this is fire right here. You got to fight it with water, not with more fire. You know, it's not, unless it's an oil well fire. But then again, that just, the explosion that they use on those just eats up all the oxygen and puts the fire out. Right? You know, I mean, I don't recommend using explosives here. So at the end of the day here, fight it. Make sure everything you do comes from that Empress energy. You are an Empress energy. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's tricky energy. These are complex things that are happening right now. I think for the soulmate cycle, for the higher vibrational people in it, it's no big deal. But I think in societal energies, we have a real problem because there's a lot of lower vibrational people that just don't understand all the stuff that's going on fully. It's very dangerous. Right here, this should be a piece of cake for you to handle. They're triggered. If someone's, just in general, forget abandonment issue, forget whatever, they're triggered by you. When someone's triggered, you let them go. You don't fight back. It's not worth it. It won't end well. It's not worth it. Their worst fear is you walking away. If you start fighting them, if your ego gets hurt, well, then the Queen of Swords says you'll cut them out. And again, I think you'll get some energetic backlash for that. I don't want that for you. I think this is an important connection. It looks like it. It's already settled in the 5D. Here's the 3D. We're waiting for the 3D to catch up. And that came up in a recent extended. I don't remember which one. It's the one I called customer service on. May have been Mercury. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck, 3 cards and a crossing card. I don't like calling the universe's customer service. They're mean, right? And they think everything is a stupid question, right? Condescending fuckers. All right, here we go. 9 of Wands, Death card, and a 10 of Cups. And a Chariot, which represents this soulmate cycle. For me, it's Cancerian energy. It's a Cancerian-themed soulmate cycle. Wow. Chariot is crossing the Death card. These are red, center, left, right. Can I just paraphrase this for you? Can I? It's just a piece of advice. Take it for what it's worth to you. Take it for what it's worth to you in the world. Take it for what it's worth to you with this person in the soulmate cycle. It applies across the board. And Bob Dylan said it best. The times they are a-changing. The times they are a-changing. Deal with it. You know, be happy about it. Look to the future. It's only just begun, whatever that is. Any kind of resistance to it actually fucks this up, right? Fucks up this happiness. There's a facet of the energy that applies here. It's worth me telling you this. That wants you to be bummed. That wants you to be a little bit depressed. Don't get that way. Don't feed that. Don't put any resistance to the future. Just look to the future and give it a little bit of a, well, whatever happens, happens. You know, make sure you've got something, a goal that you're looking forward to. Right? It's a little bit of what I said in my February write-up about make yourself a little bunker bubble. Right? And make sure you're happy with what you're doing. It's a bit of that. But these energies are clear. It's a message for you that it might be for some of you watching that are resisting whatever's going on with the change. The times they are a-changing. You know? Roll with it. Roll with those changes. Roll with what's happening. Roll with the tide. With this particular person here, however they come in, don't put up too much resistance to them. Somebody is triggered. Let them, when people are triggered and they're flying off on you, you don't fight back. You don't yell back. It doesn't do anything. It's like somebody's in 8 swords. Okay? Only they can get themselves out of it. But they need to, there's an energy here where somebody needs to vent. All right? Your best strategy is to let them vent. Some of what they're going to say is going to hurt your ego. Some of what they're going to say is going to hurt your ego. Right? Just like this guy, he's got to battle 6 other people. Somebody getting kicked in the nuts. I'm sorry, I need to take you out quick, buddy. There you go. I know you wanted kids, but too bad. Right? Shouldn't have attacked me. Right? There you go. At the end of the day, some of what they're saying is going to hurt your ego. Don't get triggered by that. And this devil will tell you to get triggered. So that's why I'm making you aware of this. Right? That's it. It affects you a little bit. It affects them a lot bit. They're really listening to this goat. And we're going to pull the shit out of this goat and the extended, but I want to pull more on this person. And your connection, which seems to be all set. I'm not going to call customer support again. I'm just going to go deeper on this 4 of Wands shit here. All right? I'll open the extended by pulling on you in this energy. Just get a little bit more. Why should you? There's some reason here for you, the times they are changing. I don't know what in your life. I have no idea. We'll find out. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. If you want it, it's there. All right? That's your reading. Good luck.